Defense are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Set, ready, 30 base. Two.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Big grip. Big grip.
They'll give Henry another shot. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught. Jones. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. First carry now for Justice Hill. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Everybody, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I know he ain't got it. Everybody, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Here we go.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Titans' 39-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They're running it.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Everyone, 37 to Mike. Mike 37.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. It's Hill, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And Jackson throwing once more. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Get it.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got it.
Henry running right. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfect. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Watch the shit. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Showing that, showing that. Undercut, come on. Undercut.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
An update from Buffalo. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Jackson looking to throw on third. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. This complete to Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Ready? 36 yards. 37. Me and you all day. Hey, look. I'm passing. I'm coming after you. Watch it.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Jackson now, operating from the gun. Complete. Smith has it. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Tannehill. And now he's going to use his legs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now. 30 base. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Delta. Lead grip.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball? Not
easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on third down. And that's caught by Smith. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Alert flare.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Dancing away at the 30. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation. but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. It's caught. Smith.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby. Here we go. Henry. Check 55, Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Carl Nassib gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Jackson. Finds a seam inside the 40. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. The point after is good, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. That one complete to Hill. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Here we go.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Jackson will throw again. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there.
And the blitz does come. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights.
49. Hey, watch the slant. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Bravo.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Tannehill. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
54, Mike. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Get your swerve on. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. One take. Spell. Yup, yup. On me, on me. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hill going to try the right side. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. On the way.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From midfield now on second down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, 35 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Tucker with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I hope he's going to rush because I'm about to take you to school.
Go!
Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
Say go!
Now a give, right side. Taylor, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point safely through, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amari Hooker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson, flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Ricky. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Woo! 6. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. 54.
On third down, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check three. Kill.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
No problem there on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
You're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
This complete to Jones. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Buddy up. Mike 37. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Try. He completes this one to Mack. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Shift. Check. Crouch. Crouch. No. Off. Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Come on now. Let's
Well, there have
go.
been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, switch gears. Rabbit.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week.